All right, hello and welcome. Let's make sure we got everything functioning correctly here. So we definitely will have a little bit of scuff today. So there's a couple things that we're testing. First is do have closed captioning support now. So it isn't always on the screen, but like if you do go down to the corner and you click captions, there should be automated captioning now. So that is something that we just recently added. So that is pretty cool. Turn this music down just a little bit more. So I haven't really streamed it's been a long time. It's been almost a month. So I'll kind of tell you guys what took place with my other PC and kind of why we've been away for so long. So, well, maybe I'll wait a minute or two. So I'm kind of posted up in Warframe category right now, but I don't know how much Warframe will end up playing tonight. I will play a little bit because obviously we're in that category, so I kind of have to, but I mainly wanted to kind of explain where I've been and kind of what the plan is going forward, and kind of maybe get some feedback on like what I should play next. I'm not really 100% sure what we'll play. Okay, let me fire up Warframe here, and that way I can just use it as background. That way I can turn off this other music that we've got going right now. It'll also give me a chance to show off some of the upgrades that we've got here. So I think our biggest opportunity is going to be that my audio controller is not working that great right now, so bear with me for a moment. See if I need to resize any of this. So we're gonna go over here to I think it's okay. Let's see, let's resize our game here, game capture. We had a change in resolution. There we go. All right, so let's see, what do we got going on here? See if it even picks up my controller. Okay, it did. Good. All right. So now that we're kind of chilling in game here, a lot of this will mainly be for VOD purposes, because I think this will be the first VOD I've had back in a while. I wonder if there's any other Warframes that don't have as crazy of a animation. Let's go down here. He's not constantly doing his animation. All right, so I had a PC failure. I actually had a PC die. So this is the first time I've had a PC die since I've been streaming, not just as a VTuber, but also as when I did IRL. It doesn't really surprise me though, because really laptops are not really designed for longevity like that, and they're not really designed for use the way that I was using it, but I'll kind of go through the whole process of how everything went down and then how we got to where we are now. So I think it was 3/28, something like that. It was the last weekend that we had streamed prior to this PC equipment failure. So I had went out because I had gotten a Rodecaster Pro 2, which was a new mixer that I was using. So it doesn't have the capability of doing any sort of noise cancellation on the mixer, and my laptop was quite loud. So I was like, well, how do I get my noise floor down on my audio recordings? And I was like, okay, well, what I'll do is I'll build a shelf unit next to my desk, and then I will insulate it for noise, and we'll use that to cut down the noise of the computer, because I would have my laptop, a laptop cooler, trying to keep the thing from overheating, because it was obviously not really designed to be running an entire stream with 4 monitors and all the other equipment. So I get the shelf unit in there, and I get everything reconfigured, and I'm hooking up the computer. So I have like a USB-C dock, and I have a whole bunch of other USB hubs and things like that are hooked to this computer. So I hook everything to the computer that I always had hooked to it before, but I also had like some extenders in there because I needed like another 4 feet on the USB-C to get to where I had my dock, and I needed like another couple feet on the USB to get to where I needed to get to for my USBs. So I have everything hooked up to power, and I'm powering it on, and I smell this weird smell. I'm like, what the hell is this smell? And what I could make it out as is it definitely was the smell of burning electronics. And I'm like, okay, well, is it something like, what is this? What is generating this smell? And it's like, okay, well, it wasn't any of my other equipment. So I'm like, well, crap, it's coming from the computer. And from what I could tell, because I had unplugged the computer, obviously, at this point, but obviously with a laptop, you can't really unplug it completely because you still have some sort of power source because of the battery. I'm guessing something in the USB circuit shorted out, something like that. I have no idea. That's just a guess. But it ended up taking out everything on that computer as far as its ability to power on. And obviously you can't really troubleshoot it a whole lot with it being a laptop. So I was like, okay, well, now I got to get a replacement computer. And it wasn't just for stream, it was also because I hadn't filed taxes yet. So I'm like, well, crap, I need to get myself another computer like ASAP. Well, I don't know if you guys have seen like the computer market lately, like as far as desktop computer components, but it's almost impossible to get. So this is like a month ago, right at the beginning of the release of the 50 series. And there was no possible way I was going to be able to get a video card. It was going to be nearly impossible. So I look around on website trying to find like another laptop that I can get. Like, what can I get as quickly as possible? Because I'm getting ready to leave town again. So I find at a local retailer, I find a 14-inch laptop. And I'm like, well, it's got a 4070 and it's got a 155H, which is a Core Ultra 7, which is a newer Intel chip. So I go and I get this laptop. I look at the specs, don't really think nothing of it. I see that it's got 16 gigs of RAM. I'm like, no big deal. We can always upgrade the RAM, you know. And so I get this laptop and I take it home. So I get the PC home, and I get everything kind of set up, and I'm like, all right, well, we'll get everything up and running here and we'll see what we can do. And then I'm like, okay, this is not enough RAM. I'm going to go try to upgrade it. So I take the bottom off the laptop, and I'm like, well, where the hell's the RAM slots? Yeah, the computer's got soldered on RAM, and it's only got 16 gigs of RAM. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can make this work. I'll see what we can do to make it happen. So like, I'm trying to set up paging files, and so Windows 11 is so garbage that by the time you would turn the computer on and Windows 11 was all the way fired up and with all the apps that I would need running, it was using like 11 gigabytes out of 16. So I'm using like 70% or more of the memory just on startup. And I'm like, this is not going to work. There's no way this is going to work. So that had postponed me another like week or two because I was like, okay, I wasn't going to go out and buy another PC component until I had returned this laptop. So I get the laptop, I factory reset it, I return it, and because I look around and I'm like, okay, well, now Amazon is doing this program that if you're a Prime member, you can like basically pre-order GPUs. So I'm like, okay, so I've got this desktop PC because I have had like a desktop PC for a long time. It's a 5900X with, at the time, it was a 2070 Super. And I'd have streamed on that PC before. It was before I had like gotten a laptop to replace it, but it was kind of a intermediary until I had my new laptop. So I ordered like a 5070 because that was what I could get at the time. And then I see after waiting a couple days, I see that a 5070 Ti becomes available. So I cancel my order for my 5070 and I pre-order a 5070 Ti. Graphic card comes, I just got it like a couple days ago. So prior to this, while the 2070 was in there, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to try to get this computer refurbished to the point where I can use it because it's been offline for a good 2 years. It hadn't been used. So it had been running Windows 10 instead of Windows 11. I had to get Windows 11 onto it, swap hard drives over to it. I was running 4 sticks of, they were 16 gig sticks that I was running 4 sticks. I could only get it to run at 2133 instead of 3600 because it's DDR4. So the other thing I had to do was I had to get 2 32 gig sticks of RAM and get it to just being 2 sticks of RAM so I could run it at 3600. So I had like this whole process of going through and trying to get everything up and running. Because the other thing that was like kind of really inconvenient timing, because ideally I'll go to a AEM5 platform and I'll go to the 9950X3D, but like right now they're completely not available. They're just completely impossible to find anywhere close to me, at least not for MSRP. Like if I wanted to pay like $900 or more for a chip, then I could do that, but I wasn't going to do that with a CPU because I already kind of got hosed on what I had paid for the GPU because it was supposed to cost MSRP on that card is like $750 and I end up paying over $1,000 for that GPU. The only reason I went with a 5070 Ti over a 5070 is because I wanted the dual encoders. Which, you know what? I didn't even look at that. Let me see. Can I upgrade the encoder quality on that? I said I was going to. So let me see. Let's see. Video. Stream. No, I don't know. Some of this stuff I can't change on the fly. Encoder preset. Best quality. There, hopefully that improves it a little bit. So the 5070 Ti's got dual encoders and the 5070 only has a single encoder. So I was like, okay, well, the 50 series I think can do alternate frame rendering, or it can do load balancing across the encoders. So I wanted the two. So I got the 5070 Ti to do that. So we finally have everything up and running. The other thing I did do was I was running off a 1080p monitor for my gaming monitor, and I upgraded the gaming monitor to a 1440p. So I don't know if you can tell like a graphical difference. let's see. Let's go here to options. I'll kind of show you what we're working with here. So, oh, where is it? Yeah, 2560 by 1440. Obviously, everything's already maxed out. Warframe is not really that intense of a game to run. Can I use any other? No, it's just DLSS. And I can do it with no scaling. Is just this? It kind of keeps it from being super swamped. So the other opportunity I'm having right now is I cannot link my controller to my PC with Bluetooth. I did not realize how much of a pain in the ass this X570 platform was until I started going through and noticing like certain problems that I was having. So
hello, dreamers.
The main problems that I had was I had the USBs would blank out for like maybe half a second and then come back, but the problem was it would kill my audio. So I would lose all my headphone audio, and I would lose my mic input, and I would lose my mouse and keyboard. Everything that was hooked to USB would die for like half a second, and then it would come back, except that the Wavelink would not. So I'm using the Wavelink right now. Wavelink XLR. So that was a problem. So what I had to do was I had to get a USB controller card and add that in addition to the other upgrades that I made to the PC. And even then, I still am having issues with the USBs like blanking out on this computer. So I right now I'm hooked to the front panel connectors on this PC with my audio to get it to work properly, so this is like the most scuffed computer layout you've ever seen. But we're here. We're getting content out. And I didn't want to just like completely disappear and like not get content out for another week because of the nature of like my schedule, I really can only stream during the weekends. And I had already missed Friday trying to get this whole thing set up. That was when I put in my new GPU and got everything up and running. I did try to put like a pretty aggressive overclock on this 5900X. So I think the base is like 3.7 gigahertz, and I have it set pretty aggressively with like PBO and like everything else. I figured it's got an NHD 15 on it, so the overheating is not going to be a problem. But I just was like, okay, we'll just give it an aggressive overclock, and hopefully that'll be good enough. And I think we're sitting at like around a 4.7 gigahertz overclock, so it's pretty aggressive. And then I guess the other few things I'll touch on is thank you again for 1,000 followers. I still am gonna wait a little bit before I do like the 1,000 follower kind of like celebration, because we're still kind of like right on the cusp here where I would like to get a little bit of padding in that number before we like backtrack just from people having counts deleted or whatnot. So it'll probably be a little while before we do something for 1,000 followers, but I do kind of want to do something for 1,000. Need to get myself a drink here. The other thing you might notice is I have no EQ on my mic right now because I cannot figure out this whole thing with this Wavelink 2.0 is a mess. So there are profiles that I can put on there for like EQ. But I cannot figure out how to get them to work. So I did not even take the time to like go through and EQ my mic. So this is kind of like raw dogging it. But probably it sounded fine when I had checked it before, so we'll just kind of roll with it. So as far as content, so we've had a lot of good releases that have come out in the last little bit. So I know I'm kind of pussyfooting around here in game, but that's fine. When the year ends, do you want to remember a relationship with a hex or forget them and start over? If you're dating a hex member, forgetting it will end this relationship. I want to remember. Telepath can send as well as receive. Trying to go through this dialogue. So we had finally progressed far enough that we got our New Year's kiss with Eleanor. That was like the thing that I was trying to work towards for a while because my reputation with the hex was like way too low for a long time. I'll see if there's anything good on this. So I think we missed. Jesus. I'm so rusty. So what are our possible gifts? We got a Archon Shard. That's pretty good. What do we got to do to get it? Field Tech Route with abilities. What do we got for perks? Melee attack speed. Overshield cap by 50. That would be really potent. Was that Voss for? Yeah. Specters, that might be interesting. This resets in like a day, so I don't even think we're gonna try to go through this. Ability strength, Spectre's companions gain. Yeah, that's okay. Nothing too crazy in here. I think Dante has really grown on me as far as like frames, just because he's basically invincible. I kind of want to do a mission, but I also kind of want to chit chat, so I don't want to do anything too crazy. Are we in Steel Path? Oh, we are in Steel Path. Oh, you know what? Because what I was doing was I was doing Steel Path, and I was doing this Salsa Square in Steel Path. Let's see if we can find a good, decent group.
Hey, safe. I'll be here. They said that if we played, they'd kill us.
Just try.
I thought I was giving everybody overshield, but apparently not. Music in this game is really good now too. At least the stuff that they've added recently.
Albania, cover your ears. I will protect you from this sonic onslaught.
I'm not sure how long of a stream we'll have tonight. I do have a family thing I need to do tomorrow, so I can't stream for crazy long.
Flair, are you trying to become a martyr?
Martyr? Do you think you can kill me?
Clean kill.
Main reason I like running Dante is like if it's like a survival type thing where you can go any number of rounds.
Enough of this. Ready?
If I can keep everybody alive, usually they'll go more rounds.
Abolish the abomination! Kill its creation!
I think it's two of these attacks are directional, and the other one is goes out in all directions. So yeah, that was the other problem I had was I was trying to link my controller to. I want to turn on the game audio a little bit. I think that's better. It was loud.
Let's give it another go, sugar. Think that will shut us up?
I'll probably have to get like a Bluetooth adapter for my controller.
Desperate. We can smell it.
Hello, welcome. I'm gonna get you a shout out real quick. Welcome, welcome. There we go. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. I know you guys are playing Doom Eternal. I had just got done talking about my whole replacement PC saga. Because we had our computer die. Well, attempting to.
One more pellet dead. Feeling good.
First soldier to bring me that guitar gets a week of leave.
No, I was able to pull, like, let me turn this game down. I'll talk about it a little bit more. I can talk about it more after this round too. So I had been streaming on a laptop for a long time, like pretty much since the beginning. I think my debut stream I was on a different laptop, but I pretty much always streamed on laptops. So this laptop I had was a 12700H and a 3080 Ti. So it was pretty decently high-end laptop. It was more powerful than the desktop PC I had at the time. And it was just loud though. So I was trying to quiet it down, so I built like a shelf unit next to my desk. And I had put like Dynamite on the shelf in order to like direct the sound away from my microphone. So I had gotten everything put together. I hook up the PC, and when I get hooked to power, like I can smell electronics burning. I'm like, what the hell is that? Come to find out it's the laptop. The laptop died. There's no saving the laptop. Then I had gotten a replacement laptop. So I found like a 14-inch laptop. It's like a 155H and a 4070 mobile. It's like $1,000. The only problem was I didn't realize that it had soldered on RAM. Which if you're ever gonna buy a laptop, make sure the RAM's not soldered on. Because Windows 11, when I go to fire that thing up, it was like 75% usage of the RAM. We're using like 11 gigs out of 16 right off the gate. I'm like, well, this isn't gonna work. So then I go through, I return that, and this was like maybe last Saturday, I think is when I was able to get it returned. But I had pre-ordered. So Amazon Prime has a thing right now where you can pre-order graphics cards. So like if you're a Prime member, you can order like a GPU, and they'll tell you like there's a certain amount of time that it'll be, and you can order like a graphics card ahead of time. So I ordered a 5070 Ti, and I just got that put in like yesterday. So we're on my desktop PC right now. So this is a 5900X, 64 gigs of RAM, and 5070 Ti. It's got this computer's got about 60 terabytes of storage. It has like 3 or 4 6 terabyte drives and another 4 10 terabyte drives. Because it used to be my Plex server. Jesus, I was not paying attention there. That was on me. We're gonna do a little bit more support. But I was trying to debate on like what I was gonna play next because I installed
Scoundrel, rally,
Expedition
protect.
33 that just recently came out.
Stop
I
flare,
installed the Oblivion remaster because that had just came out. But I was like, well, I'm only going to be able to stream on the weekend. I don't really want to start like a big epic RPG and then not be able to play it for a week. I was like, Warframe's a good kind of filler. Hoping we can get some decent steel essence out of this, though. Ooh, we're hurting. Yeah, I think we're gonna extract the next time we can. I'm gonna see if I can get these guys. Let's do an energy restore. Let's do a heal. Let's do a shield restore.
Send in a screamer. Scoundrel is my life, my service, my everything, yeah!
But I mean, so far, I'm really happy with the 5070 Ti. They're coming for us. Jesus, this is getting crazy. Yeah, those guys, when they die, they drop steel essence.
We were just getting started.
I don't think we're gonna make it any farther.
So you conquer yourself.
Yeah, we got 8 steel essence from that. That's not too bad. Yeah, because the games I had really been playing like consistently was here, I'll give you guys some. What do we got here? Inbox, Pharaoh. Finally unlocked the ending for Eleanor. That took me grinding rep for frickin' 5 or 6 weeks almost. I still have so much rep grinding to do in this game. It's absolutely ridiculous.
You knew every intimate inch of me. I was enraptured, shameless as a she-wolf.
That took forever to unlock. I wonder if there's anything new in the shop. Popular? No, I don't care about that. They've got... Was that 5,000 credits for bunny ears? I'll get that. No problem. What else we got? Spring Step Ephemerma. It retires in 3 days. What was the other one? There's an Easter color palette. Nothing really super new though. Prime Access. Lavos Prime. Not really a big fan of Lavos. All right, so let me switch frames here. So, you know what? Who's got their boost this week? Let's see. We go here. We go into Helmet. Revenant. Ability duration plus 1000 armor. Oberon. 250% melee damage. And parkour velocity. 200% primary critical chance plus 1000 health. And none of those are very good. Ability strength would be good. Nothing really there is super great. You know, the kind of one thing in this game I wish they would put some development time into is Railjack. Railjack is probably one of my most favorite things to do. But it does not get a lot of love, that's for sure.
Meditation. If we do not control the enemy will control us.
Yo!
So the other thing I added
Hello.
was closed captioning, but right now it doesn't capture my mic because I don't have a way to separate that out using the wavelength, at least as far as I know. You know, I probably could do that. I'll have to look at that
There are more
after
cells in
stream.
my body than there are galaxies in the universe. 800 billion more. Figures like that help keep one's ego in check.
How do I select? Oh, here's we select a mission. Let's see. I want to do something cool. So let's do. Do Corm's belt. Oh, I should put that in private. I have to exit out of this mission.
People ask me if it gets lonely out here. I say, lonely? Nah.
Let's do it from
I got
here.
all the company I need. I got you, sweet things. Ain't nothing for Nora in the real.
All right, now
True.
should be
Orgone
fine.
accumulator has been resealed.
Bless the day that's given.
Because if you do it in a squad, you don't get your AI helpers.
I'm getting used to it here. I can't smell the recycled air anymore, and the lights.
I wonder how much they'll do for me.
Headache.
Primary target, Grenier Galleon with support. Get on board. Locate the one calling the shots. Kill them. Multiple bogeys. Man the guns.
They've killed 17 out of 27 already. There's 2 cruise ships.
Enemy squadrons halved. Maintain pressure. Enemy fighters on the run.
Is that the cruise ship? Yeah, it is. The only problem is because I'm not piloting the ship, I don't really have granular control over their aiming.
Missiles incoming. We have one less cruise ship to be concerned with. Direct attention to remaining targets.
Yeah, where's the other cruise ship? Can I talk to Tactical? Can I just shoot from here? Try it. They're out of range by a long way.
There are more cells in my body than there are galaxies in the universe.
Kill the galleon captain.
100 billion more.
Oh, let's drop out and go over there.
Missiles en route. Evade. Galleon has translated in sector, carrying a high priority target, the captain. Infiltrate and terminate.
This shouldn't be too bad. You know, it's kind of crazy. Like, this game is like one of the most popular. If you look at like the top list on Steam, it's still like some of the top sellers, even though it's free to play. Once Human is selling there too, surprisingly.
Missile impact imminent.
What is it pointing me towards? Oh, this guy.
All hands brace for missile impact.
Going all right. This is like my first stream back in like a month.
Captain identified. Neutralize.
Alright, I don't know if this is like an elite.
Radio chatter reports Galleon captain terminated.
Hell, it wasn't that elite.
They are rudderless. Excellent work.
Gonna bypass all these guys. Contaminated casing. I didn't have that one apparently. There's one cruise ship left. I can either try to pilot over there or I can fly over there. I think I can warp to the ship if I use my Omni tool. No, I had a PC die. Like my main PC fried. And it was a laptop, so it wasn't like a component replacement, it was a total replacement. So I had to get a new GPU for my desktop PC I already had. That was probably the hardest part, was getting a GPU. Yeah. It happens.
All hands brace for missile impact.
This all seems like...
Alright, I'm gonna take over driving for this person. Where's this cruise ship? See if I can get on there before they run away. I went in like the dorsal turret or something. Board artillery. What? I think that glitched out a little bit because now that's not what that's supposed to be doing. It's supposed to be. Yeah, something screwed up with that. We'll do it the hard way. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy that Amazon had the program that they had because they started doing where if you got Prime, you could pre-order. Otherwise, I don't think I would have found one.
Missile impact imminent.
Time to go. Yeah, because the if you go and you look at like the entries for in like the NVIDIA GPUs, some of them will say get it in like a couple weeks from now.
That clears up some
If you have
space.
Prime.
Captain terminated. Enemy routed. Reminds me of the old days. Closing mission. Missiles incoming.
So I got a, I think it was a Asus Tough Gaming 5070 Ti OC. All right, so then we got to go to, let's get back in the helm here. Go to free flight. But I had a 2070 Super, so this is about 150% more powerful than what I had.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
What is that? Okay, now we can exit out of this. Turn to... I don't want to go to the dojo. I'll be amazed if I'm still in a dojo. Yeah, I'd skipped like most of that. So like my graphics card journey, like my first PC that I really would call a gaming PC, like after ATI, because like ATI, I had like the all-in-wonder cards, which those are really old. They had like these GPUs that were in combination with cable tuners, so you could get like TV to your PC. And then I had like an actual legit gaming PC. It was 5060 Ti's in SLI. And I think it was like an i7 960. So like it was like, this was like a quad core. It was like really, really old. And then after that, I got my first stream PC. So like when I had streamed IRL, I did that for a little while. It was a 3930K and a GTX 680.
Keep them safe from all corruption beyond the firmament. Mother bless our crew. Mother keep our provisions free from worm and mold. Mother bless Cephalon Psi.
I wonder if I'm even in a dojo anymore. Usually they'll kick people out that are inactive for 2 weeks, and I think... Oh, I'm still in a dojo. Sweet. Yeah, ATI is like really, really, really old. That was before it was... I think ATI got acquired by AMD, if I remember correctly. Could be wrong. All right, let's check our... How did I only kill 7 with abilities? Jesus. Really, the Archon shard is what I want. Oh, I know I can get around that. Okay, so here's what we'll do. So we'll go... I want it... Since it's just number of kills, we're going to reduce the difficulty down. And then we want to do one that has Tech Rot. So this is Scaldra. Scaldra. This is Tech Rot. So we'll go here. Because exalted weapons will count as ability kills. So I need to use the Grimoire to kill these guys. Oh, you know what? I effed that up. You know how I effed that up? This one I don't want to do solo. That just makes it harder. I wish there was a way to toggle that like on the fly. I know we want to make it public. Okay, let's try that again. That should be better. Alright, we gotta find some enemies.
Hey, you think I'm playing? Shoot that build-up off now!
I think we got dropped in midway. Alright, everybody should be good. See if we can find some enemies. What the hell is that? What? I've never even seen that before. I think we'll get the 100 that we need.
Hell Scrubber ready for you.
Gonna keep spamming my ability. I don't remember those either. Like, what is that?
Deal with that scrubber buildup. Stat! Now you get to do things the hard way.
I wonder if that's like a new thing. No, I don't see any enemies nearby. There we go. There's a few. Oh, I'm not paying attention. I need to give these guys some overshield.
Turns out it's not just hell scrubbers coming out of the rot. There's some stuff we might be interested in. Like this. See? My ass is out here on the line too. Marking extraction. Use it when you need it, but only if you need it.
I'd like to get another 20 before they extract. We'll see. We'll start heading towards the extraction because I'm sure they're already heading that way, but if I can get... Yeah, they're already there. Okay, that's a hole. I know I can bullet jump over that hole. There we go. $90. I only need a few more. I only need 10. There we go. Now we're good. Oh, did it glitch out? It did this before and I had to exit out of the whole frickin' thing. I was trying to get far enough away from it that it completely despawns.
60 seconds to critical. Activate a scrubber, set off some Spore X, or get the hell out of there!
All right, let's go back. There. It's a weird glitch, but I've had to do that before. What is that? Yeah, because they added like a lich, but it's for tech rot, and I have not done any of those yet.
Nice enough shooter, but I reckon we can bling it, yeah?
I don't think I've done a lot of the new stuff yet because they've added. What did they add? They added.
Arthur, a contagion of fear is taking hold in a remote sector. Limbic systems lighting up like fireworks. We should still.
So I think it was at the bar. Where are they hanging out at? Let's do this. Let's go fast travel. Temporal Archimedia.
Hey, what'll it be? These should level the playing field somewhat.
I think I just straight up bought these.
Need to reschedule?
She means guns.
Oh, you know what we can do? Let's go to...
Te ves bien, my friend.
Now we can actually start exchanging some of this stuff for rep.
So, who's this for?
Let's see. I don't want to do all of them. I think I can only do 26,000 a day. It's 20,000. 23,700. 26,700. But yeah, that's as much as I can do.
Super. Not bad. For you, anytime.
Okay, let's go talk to Eleanor. See if we can get any arcanes.
Talk to me. I thought this would be right up your alley.
I've got that max rank. What is that? That's a while invisible. I don't care about that. On weak point hit, gain 5% status chance and 1% ammo efficiency. That's not very good either. Overguard threshold. Gain 1% ability strength for every 250 max health up to 12%. I don't think it's worth buying any of that.
Later, lover.
Go back to our ship. Okay, so what I want to try to do is I want to view my arcanes. I don't know if there's a spot to do that here or not. I can't remember how to do it. But what I want to try to... No, you know what? I can do it this way. So if I go here and I go to... Upgrade. Bellicose. I have it equipped. Can I upgrade it? Breakdown insufficient. So I need 6. So I could get one more of those. That's maxed out. Arcane Energize. Need another one of those to do anything. The one thing I regret is I regret not doing more of Belly of the Beast when that was up. That was a mistake. Because there was a lot of opportunity to get some of these other arcanes that are kind of a pain in the ass to get any other way. I did not do it. I should have. Kill Scalder troops with melee weapons. That one is actually surprisingly easy because your companion kills can count towards that if you have it equipped right. Was that 75 or was that 100? 75. That's not too bad. Oh, because slam counts towards that too. So if you just do slam, that's why I'm using this hammer. Is I really do like slam, but it is not like super good unless you have a crazy weapon. This is just kind of like an intro version. What do we have ready? There we go. Okay, so we want to see anything that we can build. So like one of the things that is the hardest to grind out in this game is the mastery ranks, and I think I'm at MR 21. So I don't think I'll ever get to 30. That's gonna take forever, but yeah. Anytime I see like a weapon I can build in here, I try to pick it up. Oh, the other thing I did was I got the ticket to the TennoCon for a pass. Like did I ever use that thing? I needed to be grinding out Ducats. Scoped pistol. Arca Brighton. Hitteron. Whatever the hell that is. I have no idea. Bronco Prime. I'm missing a part to that. In order to build that, I need a bow. Which is a staff. I can't even build. Wait. Valcor. Just swore I have that already. Let me double check. Unless it's called something else. Because it would be... I remember, or maybe mine was Azorus. Yeah, that thing. Or no, that's different. What the hell is that? Okay, so I don't have that other one. I guess I'll build it. Melee. Build the Falcor. Argon crystals. I figure out how to get more argon crystals. Is there anything in here that is ready to build? Fieldrons. I already had gamma core. Missing parts to that. I do need to start subsuming some of these frames too. Air support charges. Those are always good to have. I've got 100 of them. We're okay. I think there was like a segment for I want to say it was for Archon shards. But I don't even know if I have the thing unlocked to get it. Let's see what this Archon shard actually does. What? I know it gave me an Archon shard. What is that one then? Can I view my inventory? Let's see. Equipment. Inventory. Those are my relics. Those are my amps. Let's see if we can find it with a good old keyboard. Show up on here. Weapons, companions, appearance, arcanes, focus, gear, keys, resources. Unless I'm crazy. I could have swore.
Select destination.
Emerald Archon Shard. Empowering synthetic life forms, most notably Archons and Warframes. So what the hell would you use an emerald one for? Let me look it up. Emerald Archon Shard. We're gonna find out. Emerald Archon Shard, how to use. As in Warframe, Emerald Archon Shards enhance a Warframe's abilities and damage, particularly those affected by corrosive status effects, and can be used to reach higher corrosive stacks for armor stripping. They also offer healing based on toxin procs. You install them on a Warframe through the helmet system. You know, I wonder... how does that work? It says you need the coalescent segment for the helmet, which you buy from... What? Have you? Oh, yeah. I remember this. Well, it's locked behind a rep ground, probably. Frick. So if I go to here and I go to... Where are they at? I think they're on Deimos. We're going to see what it's going to take to unlock this thing. Heavy offerings.
Hey, yo! You got it.
Those are lenses. It's this helmet. So I need, the only thing I need, well, number one, I need a bunch of their rep. These are some of the harder ones to get because a lot of it's through the parts of the game I have not really been into yet. Allows the helmet to fuse Archon shards into more powerful variants through coalescent fusion and ascent fusion.
Are they too good?
So how do I get rep with them though?
Fingers are weak. I'll miss you.
Okay, let's go to fast travel and go to train Voka for standing.
I have attempted to explain your task as simply as possible. No big words.
Oh, okay. So it's... They're doing the stuff in the sanctum. These suck though. I hate this area. It's garbage.
Oh, well, don't let me... Tinu! The grimoire must speak with its own voice.
So in order to get that, what level do I need?
Tinu! The grimoire must
Was
speak
it researcher or
with its
colleague
own voice.
or scholar?
Run along.
Oh, yellow.
Oh, he's got Archon shards. 30K, Jesus.
Take that one. Oh, no, that one. Or...
So it requires
I'm helping.
researcher. What was that? Can I get necromech stuff
I
now?
love this bit.
Reduce damage while airborne. That's kind of dumb. Additional slide. I can see why I did not buy that. Melee range. That might be kind of good.
Have fun.
Abandon this area. You don't need to be here. All right, let me... I know we've only been streaming for like an hour and a half, but I do have a place I got to be in the early morning. we just kind of had, I would have started way earlier. We just had a lot of technical problems with this new computer that I had to get ironed out. Still have not figured out everything yet because I still need to like EQ my mic and whatnot. What we're going to do, we're going to go back here. I'm going to do the giveaway that we have outstanding right now because it's been running for almost a month. And I definitely want to do that before I end stream. So let me get this closed out. We'll get some music going again there. Apologies if that was loud. And let's see. Turn this back on. Put a link here in chat. So this is for Final Fantasy 16 Complete Edition for PC and Steam. Obviously, this is because I forgot that I am multi-streaming right now, so this is pretty much Twitch exclusive. Unfortunately, just the tools I have available. Let me make sure I've got this key available. Let's see. And I have not played this game yet. I still want to go back and play Final Fantasy. What is this, 16? Yeah, I haven't played 16 yet. I played 15. I didn't play 16 though. I had to remember the name of the site that I got the key from. All right, we are logged back in. Let's go here to our library. So this is for Final Fantasy 16 Complete Edition for PC Steam. So we're going to do the drawing live right now. So you will see a prompt in chat when it gets closed out, and you will see who wins when that gets drawn. If I can find my dashboard. Here we go. So I'll give you guys a couple seconds to do that. So the way that my giveaway program works, because I know some of you guys are probably new to the channel. Turn this down a little bit. So Stream Elements tracks watch time, and it allocates Stream Elements points based on your watch time. If you're a subscriber, you get, I think, there's like a certain ratio. It breaks it down, like you get additional points if you're a subscriber. And then when I do the giveaways, I can kind of prompt if a giveaway is exclusive to subscribers, or if you get additional draws of your subscribers or whatnot. This is kind of open to everybody. I don't think I would do anything that would be subscriber exclusive until we had a substantial amount of subscribers. So, but that would just be in addition. Let me change this music. I really need to go through and like curate this music. So right now I'm just using Epidemic Sound. This is just kind of a huge playlist. That'll work. All right, I think that's good enough. We'll go ahead and close this giveaway out. We'll draw a winner. Congrats. gonna get this sent out right now. Normally I do it after stream, but we're just gonna do it right now. A little bit rusty. So the way these keys get distributed is I do them through Twitch Whispers. So you're not required to be here when we do the drawings. All right, that's sent out. So congrats to the winner of that. I don't know what our next giveaway will be. It will more than likely be one of the more modern games that has come out. The number one thing that kind of determines that is region locking, because region locking is kind of a pain to deal with a lot of these giveaways. I'm trying to see if no, that's game account. This is for PC. What's this lock? I'll look it up because it'll either be, so the thing that kind of sucks is like if you try to do a giveaway for like Game Pass is like region locked, like the physical cards, they're locked to region. So I think it's might not even be open to all of North America. Like if I went in the US and I went to a store and I bought a Xbox Game Pass card and I scratched it off, like I think that code is only good in the US. So that kind of sucks. I don't know if like Steam balance cards works the same way or not. I'll have to look it up. But if I can come up with a better way to do the giveaways, then I'll do it that way. I just have not really looked into it in detail because of how like the currency conversions and all that works out. But I do appreciate you guys stopping out for the stream as always. And I think the next stream, I'm trying to think if I want to pack this PC to bring with me this week or not. I do typically travel during the week. I might be able to pack it. I'll have to decide. Otherwise, what I'll do is I'll see if I can get my other laptop up and running, because I do have it's only I think it's a 6-core. It's a 6-core AMD 8645HS with a 4050. It was like I got a really good deal on it. It was, I think, under $500 when I picked it up. But obviously it's not going to play like super AAA games and be able to stream at the same time. So I'll have to kind of modulate what. More than likely, that's what I'll do is I'll just bring my laptop for the week. I have not set it up yet, so I'll have to get that whole thing set up. But if not, then I'll stream next weekend. Hopefully we'll be back in more of a regular cadence at this point. I will have more increased streams in May, probably starting after the second week of May. So I'll have a lot more streams on the weekends, maybe more during the week. I don't really work out the times yet. I do have a lot of variability in my schedule. Sometimes I'm working during the day, sometimes I'm working at night, sometimes it's mid shift. It's kind of just varies. But I do appreciate you guys stopping out for the stream as always. Let's see if I can find somebody to raid here. I have not done that in a while. You'll see me shifting around and moving my tracking camera so I can see my other monitor. I think I know who we'll raid into here. Let's get this queued up real quick. All right, that should be about ready, but I do appreciate you guys stopping out for the stream as always, and I will see you next time.